Hello everyone and welcome back to Trash Mountain, the most popular hangout spot in the whole of Swindon. Although calling it popular is quite a loose use of the term, as really this is just the least haunted part of the island because it's had the fewest fatal incidents per square metre than the rest of this hellhole. But anyway, on the subject of popularity, it's time once again to check out the excellent website animalcrossingportal.com so we can find out which Animal Crossing New Horizons villagers are the most valuable and sought after amongst you Animal Crossing fans. Animalcrossingportal.com's popularity list is updated twice a month, and things have changed quite radically since my last most popular villagers video from the beginning of May. So maybe this is the week where you'll finally find yourself in possession of some Animal Crossing royalty. So, who are the current 10 most popular characters in Animal Crossing New Horizons for June 2020, and why are they so popular? Let me tell you right now, starting once again with number 1. The mid-May poll for the Animal Crossing Portal popularity list was quite a shocker because your boy Raymond here was finally toppled from pole position by Marshall the Squirrel, who has been fighting to reclaim his old spot at the top for months now. Marshall's reign didn't last long though, because just 2 weeks later, Raymond, the miraculous most wanted Moggy, is now back in the top spot once again. This perfect puss currently commands between 15 to 20 million bells, or around 1,000 Nook Miles tokens on the AC black market. So that means you're sat on a tidy fortune if you no longer fancy giving this feline a home on your island. But why are these wonderful whiskers wanted by the world? Well, for a start, collectors aren't able to import him into the game by means of scanning old amiibo cards, as he's one of only 8 brand new villagers to the series. More than that, though, are his unique traits, which include his complete heterochromia, a condition where the iris of one of his eyes is a different colour to the iris of the other eye, and his personality type, which is one of a kind, as he's the only cat character in the Animal Crossing series to have the smug personality type. This cute cat is as close as you'll get to having an Animal Crossing celebrity living on your island, without KK Slider moving in, and honestly, with this kind of star power, I don't expect to see Raymond going array anytime soon. Marshall the Marshmallow has had a miraculous rise to the top this month as he settles in at number 2 on the most popular list. Last month I suggested Marshall was falling from grace, but knocking Raymond off the top of the pile in the mid-May update was quite the comeback, and he's now going nuts in second position. Turns out this teeny tiny little marshmallow matey with a big fluffy tail was a tough nut to crack after all, so I'm very sorry that I doubted you, my little cranky-faced friend. If you don't know, Marshall is a returning character from New Leaf, and so not a completely new villager, but even though he's easier to find thanks to the magic of amiibo cards, he's still popular enough to pull in the big bucks. Despite Marshall's constant frown face, he's a smug villager who should get on with pretty much all of the animal pals on your island. But that's not really why people like him. Mainly it's down to just how darn cute he looks, and that big head on his tiny little body gives him a super cute chibi look that's only enhanced by the blush to his cheeks and his default expression of resting cranky face. Marshall isn't just sweet to look at though, he's also really fun to talk to, and just like the soft sweets he takes his name from, he'll always leave a smile on your face. Just don't expect to find him wandering around outside all that much, because if he had his way, he'd spend all his time sat indoors watching Netflix. Ah, my beautiful Sherb. I thought Swindon had ruined you, what with all the poo sitting and the fact that last month you'd fallen all the way out of the top 10 and down into tier 2, but this month the people have spoken and the cutest goat villager in the game is back in the top 3. Sherb isn't just popular because he's cute though, Sherb is also one of 8 brand new villagers in the game, and this means it's a little harder for fans to track him down as they can't use amiibo cards. Sherb is one of the purest characters in New Horizons, and the interior of his house, which is furnished with numerous items from the cute set, completely complements the personality of this adorable animal. Sherb always seems to have something funny to say as well, so he's got to be the perfect pal to chat to when you need a bit of cheering up. Just maybe don't get in a car with him, because if this conversation is anything to go by, you might not make it out alive. I felt ever so guilty when I saw that Sherb had dropped into Tier 2, so it's great to see him earning the appreciation that he deserves, despite the fact that he's now covered in the stench of Swindon. Sherb! Oh, stop sitting there! Oh my god. When it comes to imaginatively designed villagers, one of the very best has to be Zucker, whose entire look is based on the famous Japanese seafood snack takoyaki. In takoyaki, minced octopus bits are wrapped in a dough ball and then fried, so to me, Zucker's look feels like a pretty weird fashion choice for an octopus to adopt. But all you Animal Crossing fans out there don't agree, because Zucker has shot into 4th position, proving that plenty of people are hungering after him. This attention to detail on Zucker's character model is really cool, and there are loads of little takoyaki Easter eggs in there, like the bamboo toothpick that sticks out of the back of his skull, or the takoyaki sauce that's drizzled over the top of his head to mimic hair. He's even got little green freckles on his cheeks that represent the takoyaki's powdered seaweed seasonings. Delicious! In other yummy news, Zucker is also the German word for sugar, although it's unlikely that this has anything to do with his name, which instead was most probably inspired by the suction cups on his arms. There's one last cool thing about Zucker though, and that's the interior of his home, which is set up to look like he's an outdoor vendor, complete with multiple food carts and a lovely view of the city. Takoyaki in real-life Japan are a real treat for the mouth, and if you manage to get him in Animal Crossing, Zucker will be a real treat for your island too. Judy here is another new villager to the series, which could help to explain why she's no stranger to this most popular villagers list. Last month, this glamorous cub was number 2 in the charts, so this star may be slowly falling, but she's still lighting up the sky in 5th position. As you might have guessed by looking at her, Judy's main appeal is her intense cuteness, and this is the reason why a lot of Animal Crossing fans can't wait to invite her to their islands. Although, going by comments on my previous videos, there are just as many of you out there who find Judy creepy as there are who find her adorable. Her personality is also quite unique, as she's the only snooty cub in the game, and this means she's obsessed with style and appearance, which is why the interior of her home is decorated to match her eyes and fur, with star wallpaper, star garlands, and cute pastel-coloured block furniture. Judy may not be to everyone's tastes, but there's no denying she's a true star of Animal Crossing New Horizons. I can think of at least 8 reasons why Marina is popular, but mainly it's because this lovable octopus is the embodiment of cuteness. She may have disappeared from the top 10 list last month, but even moving into Swindon hasn't stopped her from thundering back into the Tier 1 charts, a place where she definitely deserves to be. Marina takes her strawberry pink colour scheme and themes her whole existence around it, from the little pink bow that sits atop the back of her head, right through to her custom house, which is decorated wall to wall with soft baby pink furniture, and it all suits her pure personality so well. Marina is by far one of the cutest villagers in the game, so it's no surprise that most of you out there think she's crackin'. Fauna and Diana may both have exited the top 10 this month, but have no fear because there's still a deer here. In fact, it's the one I'm standing near, and on this chart it's the first time he does appear. Say hello to Beau, the lazy Animal Crossing heartthrob villager whose name basically means handsome in French. While Beau is classed as a deer, his ringed antlers give him the look of an antelope, or more specifically, a cob, thanks to his orange coat and the white circles around his eyes. Beau also has this permanently sleepy look to him, which makes me think of him as the Animal Crossing version of Brad Pitt in True Romance, an image that's definitely helped along by some of his more eccentric lines of dialogue. I mean, honestly, you can see how popular Beau is just by the way Pietro here is creeping around in the background trying to get a piece of the action. He just won't leave us alone. Look at him there, just lurking around, creeping into shot all the time. He's just... Whoa, hey, look there, dude, can you just leave us alone for a sec? Oh my God, he's licking my ear. Thanks to his adorable looks, his laid-back personality, and his oh-so-beautiful campsite-inspired custom home, it's no wonder Beau is rising up the popularity ranks at the moment. Just one look at him is enough to know that you'll be fawning all over him if he ever decides to settle on your island. Stitches, your perfect patchwork pal, is back in the top 10 this month, and just one look at this huggable hero will tell you why. Stitches clearly resembles a child's stuffed toy, right down to the way the coloured panels of his fur are visibly sewn together, and while some people think this look is adorable AF, others do admit to finding his stitched-on eyes a little bit on the creepy side. As a lazy personality type, it's safe to say that Stitch's cheerful disposition makes him pretty popular with players, but combine that with his colourful coat and unique toy-filled house interior, and you've got one lush plush for your collection. I mean, come on, he's even got a big cake made out of Play-Doh on his centre table there. It is a bit of a big slice, though. I bet if he ate all of that in one go, he'd be well and truly stuffed. Overall, Stitches is one of the more extravagant villagers in the game, in terms of character design and colouring at least, so it really should come as no surprise that people can't bear to not have him on their islands. The final new entry in this month's top 10 is Bob, the lazy purple cat who is also the 5th lazy personality type in this list. Having half the most popular list made up of lazy types is a good sign that this is the most loved personality trait in the series, but in the case of Bob here, it's not just how he behaves that's won this feline a flurry of fans. Bob, you see, has appeared in every single Animal Crossing game in the series, and there's speculation online that he was the first villager created for the game, which is backed up by the fact that he has the first ID number in Animal Crossing and that his birthday is on the 1st of January. What this all means is that Bob has fans of all ages, fans who have played during the early days of Animal Crossing on the GameCube and the handheld days of Wild World and New Leaf, right through to current day games in the series like Pocket Camp and of course New Horizons. Bob isn't just liked because he's a familiar face though, he's also super cute, and his half sleepy, half mischievous facial expressions go really well with his signature catchphrase, which is oh, I don't know. It's supposed to sound like he's coughing up a hairball, but whatever noise it actually is, it's silly, and you all love it. Anchor, the awesome Egyptian cat, has dropped down 5 places this month, settling in at number 10 on this list. But just one look at her will tell you that she's still going for gold. Anchor's striking design has won her a legion of fans, and if you don't agree that she's one of the coolest looking characters in the game, you must be in denial. I mean, take her headdress for instance. It's adorned with a cobra and it resembles the Nemes crown, something that symbolised kingship in ancient Egypt, so she's undoubtedly a classy kitty. Anchor is no stranger to the Animal Crossing series either, having appeared in every game except Animal Forest and Wild World, but it's New Horizons where you'll find her most regal of residences. The interior to Anchor's custom home is heavily inspired by the Egyptian pyramids, with golden furnishings, hieroglyphs, an actual pyramid as the centrepiece, and heck, she even has a golden throne to sit on. Although I think it's pharaoh enough if she never wants to touch it again after I'm done with it. Anchor's name is also a play on the Ankh hieroglyph, which symbolises life. So, if, like Anchor, you enjoy the finer things in life, you should definitely reserve a spot for this mummified moggy on the top of your pyramid scheme. And that, my friends, is that. Those were the current 10 most popular villages in Animal Crossing New Horizons for the month of June, according to animalcrossingportal.com. But which villages are your favourites? Are they on this list, or do you think that yours are due some attention in next month's poll? Let us know in the comments below, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to Eurogamer for more Animal Crossing videos, and much more coming soon. Oh, and if you've still got some room in that lovely brain of yours for more Animal Crossing coverage, you can find a few of my previous AC videos on screen to click on right now. Goodbye, and good villager hunting. Alright, now that's done, I just need to hop on down and try and start my search for my #1 most wanted villager, which is Frita. I don't know why Frita's not on these top 10 lists, I tell you. Frita well deserves to be on there. She's made of burgers. She's made of chips.